Hello guys, this is Divya and I'm back with another episode of Plum's Prelims Level Up MCQ series, and today we'll be doing MCQs for January 16. Okay, and we'll be dealing with environment MCQs. First MCQ: which of the following is a key principle of the concept of sustainable development? Okay, I think it's an easy one for you. So options are: maximizing economic growth without regard for environmental impact. B. Prioritizing short-term gains over long-term sustainability. C. Balancing economic, social and environmental considerations. D. Exploiting natural resources indefinitely without conservation measures. So let's see the answer now, guys. So obviously C. The aim of it is to meet the needs of the present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Okay, so it involves balancing economic growth. There should be economic development also, but the environmental concerns should also be taken care. Okay, so there should be social equality also to ensure the long term sustainability. Second MCQ: which of the following pollutants is a primary component of smog? Okay, and it is associated with respiratory and cardiovascular health risks. Okay, so options are sulfur dioxide, B carbon monoxide, C particulate matter, D nitrogen dioxide. So you have to give here the primary component. Okay, so one of them so the primary one which is mostly contributing to it is the one you have to answer here. Okay, so answer is D. Nitrogen dioxide is the common air pollutant that contribute to the formation of smog. Okay, and it causes respiratory and cardiovascular health problems, particularly in the urban areas like you see in the Delhi NCR region, right, during the winters. So high and it is aggravated because of the vehicular emissions and industrial activities in that area. Third MCQ: which of the following is considered the most potent greenhouse gas per molecule in terms of its global warming potential? Okay, so which has the highest potential? Is this question asking? Okay, which of these gas has the highest global warming potential, right? Which is the most potent one? So option A carbon dioxide, B methane, C nitrous oxide, D hydrofluorocarbons, HFCs. So now let us move on and see the answer. So D, HFCs, okay, hydrofluorocarbons have much higher global warming potential than carbon dioxide, than methane and nitrous oxide per molecule, okay, per molecule. So this significantly contribute to the climate change. So all of these gases do contribute to global warming, but HFC is the one is the having the most potential. Fourth MCQ: which of the following environmental treaties specifically addresses the protection of migratory species of wildlife animals? Okay, again a very easy question for you. Okay, so Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora CITES, B Ramsar Convention on Wetlands, and C Convention on Biological Diversity, D Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals, CMS. So obviously D, the Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals, also known as Bonn Convention. This is important. Okay, Bonn Convention. Had these been given as Bonn Convention, definitely many would have scratched their heads. So this aims to conserve migratory species and their habitats worldwide through international cooperation. Final MCQs: what is the term for the process by which chemicals accumulate in the tissues of organisms as they move up the food chain, resulting in higher concentrations in higher trophic levels? This also I have taught you well. Okay, so which of the phenomena is where is being discussed here? Option A bioaccumulation, B biomagnification, C bioturbation, and D bioconcentration. Okay, so now let's see the answer for this, and you should be familiar with the distinctions between, because all these look familiar and all these quite looks quite appropriate. So B biomagnification, okay, it gets magnified with each increasing food chain, okay, level. So biomagnification is the process in which chemicals such as especially these POPs, persistent organic pollutants or heavy metals, become increasingly concentrated in organisms at higher trophic levels. Okay, so it keeps on magnifying, it keeps on amplifying with each higher level organisms in the food chain. So again, we have completed 5 MCQs today, and we'll meet next in the next episode. Thank you so much.